we will be free. For when the rising tide is turned in every London quarter, Parliament comes crashing down with Robert's Rules of Order.
Okay, we are here again for the January 8th parliamentary question of the day on Call to Question Bitches, or whatever the hell we're calling it.
The devotional.
I'm Mike, the tie-dye guy, who's not in tie-dye because, well, I didn't, except for my socks. And I'm here with the LNC secretary, the pink lush, Caryn and Harlos. And now she's wearing the shielded sunglasses.
And the lampshade will come on next if I keep drinking.
I left the lampshade in my house.
Oh, well, I'll start dancing on the table.
Yes, folks, it's actually a tie-dye lampshade.
And it was a gift from me.
Yes. It actually can be worn as a hat, too. Anyway, enough of all that. Let's get to the question at hand. Which of the following voting methods may be used only when expressly stated in the bylaws or if permitted by applicable laws?
Uh-oh.
A. Proxy voting.
Oh, I got it. Okay.
B. Roll call votes. C. Ballot votes. D. 2/3 of those present and voting.
I know the answer is A, but I'm going to reason through it just to give some thing. Let's deal with A last.
Okay.
What was B?
Roll call.
And what was the original question?
Which of the following voting methods may be used only when expressly stated in the bylaws or permitted by applicable laws?
I love the way you say bylaws.
Bylaws. Bylaws are bylaws. Yeah.
So basically what we're dealing with here then is something that would be out of the ordinary and possibly prejudicial. And that is why it would have to be explicitly stated. Roll call voting would never prejudice member rights. So it's definitely not that. What was C?
Ballot vote.
That would never prejudice member rights. What was?
2/3 of those present and voting. A supermajority, basically.
That's a weird one because you could almost argue that. Because you would think the bylaws would have to specify a higher threshold. But then again, not really, because some things already, like a suspension of the rules. It's A. It's definitely proxy.
But 2/3 of those present and voting, is that a voting method or is that a voting threshold?
Yeah, I think that's a shitty answer.
Yeah.
But I know the answer is A.
Yeah,
because
it is A, actually.
And the reason is, what a proxy vote is when someone who is not the actual voting member designates someone else to vote in their stead. And that's frowned upon because the members or whatever didn't elect that person. So that's, Roberts highly discourages it. We allow it in Colorado. In small assemblies, they often allow it because you'd miss quorum a lot if you didn't allow proxies.
Right. There are times when they just can't make the meeting because of whatever reason. I've been a proxy for Caryn Ann at least once. So yeah.
And I've been a proxy for multiple people.
Right.
So we don't allow that on the LNC.
Right. That's why the regional reps have alternates.
Right. And that's a whole other weird situation. But yeah, it's proxies definitely have to be specifically designated by the bylaws.
Right. And in our case, the bylaws not only explicitly state that they have to be designated, but specifically stated when and who.
And to whom. And the notice requirements.
And only one proxy per person.
Right.
Which means that you can't have one proxy be the same person for two different people on the board.
Well, actually they can be, but they can only vote under one.
That's true. That's actually correct. I had that wrong.
Right. We had that situation. Even this wasn't proxy, but remember on the platform committee with Mr. Starr saying he occupied 2 seats, which a proxy can occupy. He wasn't a proxy, but the same principle applies. So the basic principle of parliamentary law is one person, one vote, and you can never violate that.
And to all respect to Mr. Starr, he is not a fat ass. He does not occupy 2 seats in real life either.
Well, sometimes I do. Listen, baby got back, and I'm proud of that. So there you go. All right, so I think...
I'm a married man. I ain't going to touch that.
I like big butts and I cannot lie.
You ain't ready for this jelly, okay. Is it now it's my turn to ask you, right?
Hold on.
I know, we gotta, oh my God, we
The
gotta
question
adjourn.
is right, so we are adjourned.
Bye. I'll drink to that.
You've been drinking everything.
I have been. I'm collecting my bottles here. haven't had anything to eat today, so liquid diet.
Favor! Let's hear the opposition side. Like a stubborn donkey's bray. All opposed? You say nay. Opposed! Opposed! The motion carries anyway.